When I was a boy growing up on my grandfather's farm, we started each morning with a bowl of oatmeal. Warm, hearty, dependable. Back then, we believed it was the very fuel that kept us going through the day. And in many ways, it still is. But times have changed, and so has our food. What you mix into your oatmeal today could do more harm than good, especially for folks like you and me who've seen a few more seasons. Before you take another bite of your morning oats, I need to warn you about 3 very common foods that people over 60 often mix with oatmeal, not knowing they can trigger serious health problems. I'm talking about blood sugar spikes, hidden inflammation, even interfering with your medications. Yes, your breakfast might be working against you. Now, before we go any further, I'd like to ask you something. Have you ever added fruit, sweeteners, or dairy to your oatmeal? Share your breakfast habits in the comments below. Your story might help someone else in this community stay healthier. And if you care about your well-being or someone you love, I urge you to subscribe right now so you don't miss the rest of this series. One simple click could make all the difference. Let's get into it. The first dangerous combination might be sitting in your kitchen right now, and it could be hurting your heart without you even realizing it. Number 1. Bananas, a hidden spike for fragile hearts. Let me tell you about my old friend George. George was a strong man, retired fireman, the kind of fellow who still chopped his own firewood at 72. Every morning, without fail, he'd have his bowl of oatmeal. And on top, always a sliced banana. Said it gave him the potassium punch he needed. He believed it was the healthiest way to start his day. But what George didn't know was that for someone with high blood pressure and borderline diabetes, that banana oatmeal combo was a ticking time bomb. 2 years ago, George had a minor stroke. Not devastating, but enough to scare him into rethinking everything, especially his diet. When his doctor reviewed his eating habits, she pointed right to the morning bowl. "You're spiking your blood sugar every single day," she said. You see, while bananas are rich in potassium, which is good for blood pressure, they're also high on the glycemic index, especially ripe bananas. When combined with the slow carbs in oatmeal, the overall blood sugar impact gets magnified. That's a serious concern if you're managing type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, or even just trying to stay steady throughout the day. And it doesn't stop there. Bananas contain something called resistant starch when they're green, but the riper they get, the more sugar they carry. That's why a soft, spotted banana may taste sweeter, but it's also much harsher on your glucose levels. Oatmeal already raises blood sugar slightly. Add banana to the mix, and you could be looking at a sharp rise that leaves you feeling tired, foggy, or worse, at risk for complications down the line. I want to know, have you been topping your oatmeal with banana for years like George? Let me know in the comments. And more importantly, let's talk about healthier alternatives. Berries, for example, are lower in sugar and packed with antioxidants. But don't worry, we'll go deeper into safe swaps in another episode. For now, I urge you, look at your morning routine with fresh eyes. That innocent banana might not be as harmless as you think. Stay with me, because the next food people add to oatmeal is even more surprising, and it may be affecting your bones. Ready for the next one? Number 2. Milk, the silent saboteur for aging bones. Picture this. It's early morning. You're sitting by the window, sunlight filtering through the curtains. You pour warm oatmeal into your favorite old bowl, the one with the chip on the side from 1982. Then you reach for the milk. Just a splash, maybe half a cup. It makes the oats creamy, smooth, comforting, like it always has been. But now imagine this. What if that splash of milk is silently leaching the strength from your bones? It sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? After all, we grew up being told milk was the holy grail of calcium, the very thing that would protect us from brittle bones and fractures. And yes, milk does contain calcium, but here's the part most people never hear. According to several studies, including one from the British Medical Journal, high milk intake, particularly cow's milk, has been linked to increased fracture risk and mortality in older adults. Yes, you heard that right. More milk, more problems. The reason lies in a compound called D-galactose, a sugar naturally found in milk. In animal studies, this compound has been associated with oxidative stress and inflammation, 2 major enemies of aging bodies. For people over 60, chronic inflammation is already a ticking clock. Adding fuel to that fire each morning? That's not the kind of good start we're aiming for. And if you're lactose intolerant, like roughly 65% of the world's population to some degree, milk can also interfere with digestion, trigger bloating, and even impact nutrient absorption. Not to mention, milk may reduce the availability of antioxidants in certain fruits or toppings when mixed in oatmeal, nullifying their benefits. There's more. Calcium absorption isn't just about what's in the milk. It's about whether your body can use it effectively. Without enough vitamin D or magnesium, which many older adults lack, the calcium in milk may go to waste, or worse, contribute to calcification in your arteries. So let me ask you, have you been pouring milk into your oatmeal all these years, believing it was the healthier choice? Share your experience below. I want to hear your story, because this issue affects so many people silently. Instead of cow's milk, try alternatives like unsweetened almond milk or oat milk fortified with calcium and vitamin D. They're gentler, especially on sensitive digestive systems. Stick around, because the final oatmeal pairing might be the most dangerous of all, and it's hiding in your pantry under the label healthy. Ready for the last one? Number 3, dried fruit, the sticky trap for your heart and teeth. Now, let's walk into a common scenario. You're in your kitchen, spoon in hand, standing over that warm bowl of oatmeal. You reach into the pantry and grab a handful of raisins, maybe some dried cranberries or chopped dates. You sprinkle them in like seasoning, thinking, well, they're fruit. That's good for me, right? I hate to say it, but what you've just done is not far from tossing in a scoop of candy. Dried fruits are one of the most misunderstood foods in the American diet, especially for seniors. Yes, they start as fruit, but in the drying process, water is removed, and what you're left with is concentrated sugar, with very little fiber left to slow it down. A single tablespoon of raisins can have over 9 grams of sugar. Now imagine what a handful adds up to. Here's something you may not know. According to the CDC, nearly 48% of adults over 65 are dealing with some form of cardiovascular disease. And what's one of the most significant contributors to cardiovascular stress? You guessed it, frequent sugar spikes. And dried fruit, when mixed with a carbohydrate-rich base like oatmeal, is like throwing gasoline on a slow-burning fire. But it's not just about blood sugar. Sticky dried fruit clings to your teeth. And if you're dealing with receding gums, dental bridges, or implants, which many of us are as we age, those sugar-coated bits can sit there all morning, feeding harmful bacteria and accelerating tooth decay. The American Dental Association warns that dried fruit is one of the biggest offenders for hidden dental damage in older adults. One seemingly innocent breakfast can quietly harm 2 of your body's most vital systems, your heart and your mouth. Let me ask you, have you been adding raisins, dried apricots, or cranberries to your oatmeal? How often? Comment below, and let's talk about how to make smarter swaps. You can still have sweetness. Just reach for fresh berries or chopped apple instead. They're lower in sugar, higher in fiber, and much less harmful. Before you take another bite tomorrow morning, remember this: not everything labeled as healthy is harmless. The truth is often in the details, and those small choices, repeated daily, are what shape our long-term health. We're not done yet. In a moment, I'll leave you with one final thought to tie this all together. Stay with me. My dear friends, I know how deeply rooted our habits can be, especially the ones tied to comfort and tradition. A warm bowl of oatmeal has been a part of our lives for decades. But even the most wholesome foods can betray us if we're not careful with what we mix into them. Bananas may seem harmless, but they can quietly spike our blood sugar. Milk, once hailed as the champion of strong bones, may be weakening us from within. And dried fruit, sweet and nostalgic, might be doing more damage to our hearts and teeth than we ever imagined. This isn't about fear. It's about awareness and wisdom, the kind that only comes with age and experience. At this stage in life, every bite counts. Every decision we make, especially at the start of our day, has the power to either build us up or quietly break us down. So here's what I want you to do. First, go down to the comments and tell me, which of these oatmeal habits surprised you the most? Have you been unknowingly adding one, or even all 3, into your breakfast? Let's start a real conversation, right here in our little corner of the internet. And if you found value in this message, don't keep it to yourself. Hit the subscribe button. There are more truths to uncover, more traps to avoid, and more gentle wisdom to share. You're not alone on this journey. We walk it together, one lesson at a time. Take care of yourself. The best days may not be behind you. They might just start with a better breakfast.